Welcome to the Bird Island Wellness Podcast, where we explore the intersection of health, wellness, and community. I'm your host, Julie Kane, nurse practitioner and owner of Bird Island Wellness. Each week, we'll dive into a wide range of topics from nutrition and fitness to mental health and holistic healing. Join me as we explore the latest research, we debunk myths, and discover innovative approaches to health and wellness. Let's embark on this journey to optimal health and well-being together. Welcome to the Bird Island Wellness Podcast. Okay, so welcome everybody. I am here today with Jenny. Jenny is a seasoned CrossFit veteran. She leverages her expertise in nutrition and fitness to inspire others. She graduated from Acadia University with a Bachelor of Science in Applied Nutrition. She's dedicated over 17 years to mastering CrossFit. This year, she realized her dream of gym ownership, co-founding CrossFit Grogar. With her CFL2 certificate, Jenny is committed to guiding members toward their fitness goals while fostering a supportive community at the gym. So welcome, Jenny. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Okay, so today we're going to talk to Jenny about her gym, and she's located in St. John's, Newfoundland, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Yep. And how long has your gym in particular been open? How many years?
So we are brand new. Actually, we only opened in January.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very cool.
Very fresh.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm wanting to kind of get a better understanding of like CrossFit and all that stuff. So I've got like 10 questions for her today. So listen in to find out more about what she does. So I'm going to start out with the first question, Jenny. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so what inspired you to become a group fitness trainer and open your own CrossFit gym? And how does your background shape your approach to fitness and wellness?
So I've been into fitness for many, many years. I kind of grew up surrounded by my parents and my brother, who inspired me to be involved in fitness one shape or another. But I guess my group fitness training didn't really start until university. So that would be in 2002 when a trainer took me under her wing, and I was actually a land aerobics and water aerobics instructor throughout my university. That kind of paid some of my smaller bills. What I liked about water aerobics is coaching the aging athlete, because a lot of people came in there for, it was easier to move and it was easier for the joints. So I really took to coaching older athletes. That's kind of been my thing that I always like to do.
Okay. Very cool.
Got into CrossFit, just kind of stumbled on CrossFit.com and started doing the workouts myself. In like Globo gyms, just trying to figure it out. Fast forward to 2007, when I went to my first CrossFit box in Ontario, fell in love right from the get-go, knew it was for me. It just challenged me on a different level, and the community aspect of it. I didn't actually start getting training for CrossFit until 2021. It took me many years to actually become a trainer of CrossFit. My classes started in the mornings, where more elderly clients would be into the gym. And I don't know, I like the challenge of working with older athletes, teaching them how to move correctly, which inspired me to get my, there's a bunch of certificates that you can do within CrossFit. And I did the coaching the aging athlete, and it just helps about progressions, breaking down various different movements. So you got from the young athlete to the old athlete, and there's something into the gym that someone can do. Like if you can come in the gym, there might be someone doing a certain movement and they're there's just a broad range of, I just make sure that I can scale them correctly and they can still get something out of it.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So I have a big aging population. That's primarily what I see. And my anybody over 40, my patients over 40, I put a big focus on, building muscle and how important that is for aging people. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to reach out to you, because I want my patients to know that they can go to any gym, and like CrossFit kind of sits there, and people, it's like an unknown like world of like, maybe it's too hard and maybe I can't, but I think it's kind of a really good muscle, like it focuses more on muscle building and knowing better instructions, you know what I mean, in terms of lifting and stuff. So yeah, I'm
I guess the biggest thing, like, I know here at our gym, we like to have a conversation with people that come in and be like, what are your goals?
Yeah.
What can we do to help you? And we're not going to set you straight. We're very strict or sticklers on proper mechanics, proper form, making sure that they are moving correctly before because I know we're going to get into this momentarily about what are the misconceptions of CrossFit.
Right.
But so we can talk about that.
Yeah, sure.
This can be edited.
Yep. Got it. Got it. Yep. Okay, here we go. Can you share, this is my next question, can you share some insights into the unique benefits of group fitness training and the community aspect of CrossFit? Can you share with us?
So the biggest thing, I like people to come. It's hard to say there's something magical that happens inside a CrossFit class. You come in, you have like-minded people, you might have nervous people, but it's just something that happens inside that class. You got the coach helping you through, and you got people cheering you on, and there's no mirrors here at our gym.
Okay.
And everybody is just super supportive. You just have to come try it. A lot of times people are like, oh, well, what is it that you do? And I just want to say, well, are you busy tomorrow? Just come try my class.
Okay.
It's just a supportive environment, and the camaraderie of people, you're high-fiving, you're cheering each other on. It's just
very cool. Okay, how do you design your group workouts to ensure they are effective, safe, and accessible to participants of all fitness levels? How do you design your group classes?
So we follow a programming called Linchpin. I actually followed it a year before we opened our gym, just to kind of test it out. I practice what I preach, so I do the exact same workouts as everybody else is going to do that day. So a little kind of something about CrossFit is each day is something different. Some days that we will repeat workouts just to test our fitness to see if we've gotten better. It might be 6 months time. Where was the question? I kind of got sidetracked there.
No, how do you design your group workouts? Yeah, Linchpin. Yep.
So, and there is just progressing into. So you might come in, just say, for example, we are learning the snatch for the day. Okay. So that is a very, very complex movement. Okay. So we are going to start very light. We're going to start with something that's called a PVC or a dowel. Okay. So there's nothing on that weight. Yep. You're not going to get injured by using it. So we're going to break down those movements step by step. Okay. So everybody's moving at the same pace, same progression. And I'm watching, as a coach, myself and my partner, we're watching how everybody's moving. If the movement is good with that lightweight, we're going to progress up until that form breaks down. Okay. If the form is breaking down, we're stepping back and we're like, okay, this is where you're going to stop today. And there's just various ways that we can ensure that they're moving correctly. Another benefit about our gym is we're small class sizes. So the ratio of coach to participant is very small. So we can make sure that you're getting that one-on-one training. So you're coming to our gym basically getting a personal trainer.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. And here we go. Now, what are some of the misconceptions about CrossFit that you encounter, and how do you address them with your clients? What are some of the misconceptions?
So one of the biggest ones is that is way too hard for me. Mm-hmm. People are just like, no, I can't do that. I see what you do, or I see what the games level athletes are doing. I can't do that.
Right.
Just, again, I like to say to people, just come in, try class. That's the biggest thing that I can offer you. And to add on to that, a big misconception is, well, that's just too intense for me. But a lot of people don't realize that they just have to learn the movement first before we add that intensity first. So we preach, let's move correctly. And then when you're moving really well in that position, we're going to make it a little faster until that form breaks down. And then we're going to be like, nope, dial it back. So, and we all start somewhere. Like, we just got to walk into that. Everybody's physical capacity is different than somebody else's. So you might start walking, and that is perfectly A-okay. So we're going to get you walking, and that's what your physical capacity is at that point in time. But 6 months down the road, you will end up a little bit further. We test your times again just to see how far you've come. So all movements are easy. We're gonna. Michael got something written down for me.
That's fine.
Start somewhere.
Yeah.
Even the more difficult things, people have to start basics. We're born being able to do a ring muscle.
Yeah.
It's progression.
Yeah. You progress into. You just got to start. Like when I first started, for example, I could not do a pull-up whatsoever.
Okay. Yep.
You just learn different ways to progress. To get there.
That's a great example. Yep. I can tell, I'm part-time in the Army, and CrossFit is like a big thing. There's we have groups of people that are into CrossFit, and we've now implemented it into our fitness test, some of the CrossFit things. So, I was probably one of those people who had misconceptions about CrossFit until I learned that, this is kind of more fun, different things that target things, like you said, like a pull-up, things like that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with The Office either, the show The Office.
Oh my God, very familiar with The Office.
So where Creed made it his New Year's resolution to know how to do a cartwheel. I think there's a lot of people out there who want to do a pull-up. So it's one of those lifelong things, that's a goal. You could have a goal. CrossFit is kind of a little bit of everything, I think, where you can walk, you can run, it can be cardio, it can be strength. I think it's got a great community piece. And I think that's what, if people just understood that it's more like a community of people wanting to, do fun exercises together. I think if people understood that piece better than, you're just going there to, do snatches or whatever, that's kind of the misconception, I think, from my perspective.
Yeah. they're thinking that well, I can't do any of those movements.
Right.
I can lift those certain weights, but
Right.
I couldn't do a pull-up when I first started, but now I've progressed into something different.
Yes,
Or I couldn't
exactly.
lift this weight
Yeah.
when I first started, but
Yep.
now I can lift more
Yep.
weight. But
Yep.
I had to start somewhere.
Yep. Somewhere.
First start is to just get yourself into the gym.
Into the gym. Yep.
And, you know, our supportive environment, our great community, welcoming people with open arms and smiles.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's missing, I think, from a regular gym where you just go in there and you put your headphones on and you're in your own world. I think that, you know, for people who want more from a gym, I think that that's a nice way to explain it, is the community piece.
Yeah. Big thing, I guess, that I have been practiced, because a lot of people kind of like, oh, well, I'm tired of CrossFit, or we are a big preach of modulating your intensity. So not coming in and burning it to the ground every time you come.
Right.
We, you know, we have the way Litchpin programs, some days you come in and it's not for time. So what that means is you're just coming in, you know, I'm not wanting to bust through everything super fast or anything. Just come in, moving, getting the body moving, motion is lotion, and we're just talking pace, having fun, and our members actually really enjoy those days.
Nice. So that leads into the next question. Can you discuss the role of motivation and accountability in group fitness settings? What strategies do you use to keep participants engaged and committed? So
well, one of the big things that we do is we like to check in with our members at least, every week. I'll reach out to them if I haven't seen them, or just not in the gym, just messaging them and like, hey, how are you doing this week? And just saying, like, is there anything that I can help you get back into the gym, or is there anything nagging you, or just that check-in goes a long way with our members. Also, sign-ups are a big thing. So signing up for class helps them keep accountable, being like, okay, I did sign up for class today, so I got to make sure that I get in. We also use an app called BTWB. It's called Beyond the Whiteboard, and they can log their scores. Okay. But in this program, if they can't make it into the gym, because let's face it, life gets in the way sometimes. We got people got kids, they got other commitments. We do have at-home options. Now, I know it's not a coached session where they're coming in, getting their form corrected or whatnot, but at least it's something, being like, I got 15, 20 minutes. I'll look at what the workout is. Grogar got something for me. I'll do that. And that's really helpful for the members as well. So we had a member this week, life got in the way, and she did all the workouts at home this week.
Okay, perfect.
I know it's not the ideal situation, but you know, some people just, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, totally. That's awesome. That's great. Okay, so you talked about prioritizing proper technique and form during workouts. How do you do that? Is it just a walk around where you're spotting people? You said that when you have a class, if someone's not doing something, like you basically stop and say, that's the end for the day. Is that pretty much the way it goes in terms of technique and form?
Well, in the CrossFit level 2, we teach, see, and correct. Okay. So as they're moving, you know, I might yell out something, you know, weight in your heels. So they're like, okay, I got to get the weight in my heels. All right. Or lock out those arms. You know, I'm yelling things, but not just to pinpoint that one athlete. Sometimes it will be for all the athletes. So they're like, okay, actually, even though I'm probably doing the weight in my heels, but I'm actually cueing another athlete. Right. So I'm not just singling out someone, because sometimes people are just like, I don't want to be singled out.
Right. Yep.
And I find a different cue, usually what we focus on, like just say if we're doing the deadlift. And so I'm making sure that I'm So we're just going to focus on knees back when we bring the bar up. And that's the only thing that we'll focus on. Once we get that, then it'll be another cue. So it's just proper. Oh, and saying, obviously, their people's names, getting them engaged, making sure that's one big thing. Just making sure that they know that I'm paying attention to them and they feel like they're getting coached.
Perfect. Perfect. So here's the good piece. This is the good one right here. Can you share some success stories or transformations from your clients, and you don't have to name any names, obviously, that highlight the impact of group fitness and their overall wellness and fitness goals? Do you have any people that stand out from like where they started and what their success stories may be?
Well, I won't mention names, but we have one person that I guess got really overwhelmed with a big class setting. So they decided to try our gym. Felt very welcomed, felt coached, and she became very consistent. She didn't want to get into the, like she at least she started working out with people like that's twice her age, because our population is a little bit on the older side.
Okay.
40 and plus, but
Okay.
which is great. But she continued to come, and just watching her being able to do her first push-up was incredible, and just seeing her light up and having her parents come watching her and being so proud of her. It always like warms my heart to see how far she has come.
Nice.
And just, mental health is huge with CrossFit as well. Just exercise plays a huge role with people come in here and say that, this is the best hour of the day to get away from things.
Yep. That's awesome.
And it's the best hour of my day, as well.
Awesome. Okay. How do you foster a supportive and inclusive environment? I think you've covered this. What steps do you take to ensure everyone feels welcomed and valued? You think you kind of...
just getting to know them. The acronym FORD, their family, occupation. Oh my goodness.
Family, occupation,
recreational activities that they like to play, and their dreams.
Oh, nice.
And finding out their goals.
Nice. Yep. So do you have a degree in nutrition?
I do, but it's so many years ago now that I graduated. So obviously I still know a lot about
the basics.
But it's been so long that I wouldn't call myself a nutritionist or anything like that.
Right.
I know good things and bad things about nutrition.
Yep. So talk about the importance of nutrition and recovery and supporting fitness goals. Like, tell me, like, what do you advise patient or people, like your clients, do you advise them on things that if they're not seeing any gains, do you do that at your gym or?
Not in a sense, like, again, we can't out-train a bad diet, but nutrition is the base of the pyramid. So I do like to incorporate just asking people, okay, what's for supper today?
Okay. Yeah.
Just asking those little questions, or, is there anything that I can do to help you reach your goals? Just asking people, like, because a few of my members, obviously, they have nutrition goals, and just I was like, do you want me to help you to just stay accountable, check in with you, to see how you're doing with it? Is there something? We did have a challenge back in, oh my God, when was it? In February, and just I'm just like, add one healthy thing to your diet a week. It doesn't have to be anything. I don't like to add restrictions. I don't want people to put, because I find that just ends up
Yep.
in failure.
Yep. The minute you tell somebody they can't do something, they want to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Like we have one, they were having double doubles. So they're like, okay, well, I'm going to just cut back the cream. And we have a person that would have a lot of Coke, a lot of Coke. So they cut back on the Coke.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, and they actually, I certainly saw a difference in them.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
making that small little difference.
Yeah. Yep. 1%. That's cool. Yep.
Yeah. Just having the conversations. It's just talking to people, and they know that they can come to me. You know what? And this is just a side chat. You can probably edit it out after.
Yeah.
But you know of anybody or can talk to our gym about menopause and perimenopause?
Ooh.
Because that's something that obviously I'm 40 now, and
you look 25. Okay. I was like 17 years. When did you start? You look very young. So the gym has really certainly done you well. So you're 40?
I am 40. Yeah, I just turned 40 in March.
Okay. So that is my whole background is perimenopause and menopause. That's all I do, that and weight loss. So I am like certified in terms of what Canada recognizes as menopause training and hormone training. Like that's what I do. I'm the only provider licensed in Newfoundland right now.
Right. Okay, well, hello. Yes.
Yeah, right. So it's I'm creeping up on 50. So we can talk about that. We can have a chat because I'm actually coming to Newfoundland in June. I'll be there, I think the second week in June.
Okay.
So
I think we should get together.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
And do a class.
Yeah. Oh yes. I've never done one. So yeah. That'd be fun. So let's talk. Last question I have. In what ways do you see group fitness and CrossFit contributing to broader conversations around wellness, resilience, and personal empowerment?
Yeah.
Makes your life better. Every day.
Yeah. I'm trying to think now.
So think about it in a very, very broad, do you see this, how many gyms are in St. John's in terms of CrossFit gyms?
There are 2 others.
Okay. Do you guys do competitions together?
Yeah, there's usually once a year. There's usually a competition.
Okay. So
I find every time I just recently did my level 2, and when we get together, I don't know, there's just something, that common ground, and everybody's just so like-minded. It's just something different about CrossFit and how we interact, and everybody just wants to help people because we all have the same common goal, is we want people to be healthy all throughout their lives. Starting from young age right up until, and it's all about building that strong bone. I had my mom into workout this morning, so she is 67.
Okay.
So we both did the exact same workout. I hers varied by degree, and mine varied, but we had the same goal. We both had a really good workout. Sorry, I kind of sidetracked there, but
no. That's great. That's great. Yeah, no, it's I think that this gives a really good overview of CrossFit. That's kind of the whole. I wanted to I like to talk to people who are into wellness, who are into healthy lifestyles and things like that. last week I interviewed a beekeeper. The week before it was my daughter, actually, who she has a farm in Oklahoma, and she does all organic vegetables. And she just talked about how to have your own backyard garden. Yeah, it's just, it's more of sharing what you do so the community knows what you do. And, I think the problem today is that we rely very heavily on social media. And if you're not, if your algorithm doesn't show working out and healthy, you could be not seeing what's available in the community in terms of a gym like yours, which I think would be great for people if they knew it existed. So, yep.
My goal is to have a aging, like a 50 or even like an older class.
Population. Yeah.
Because, seeing, again, I'm going to use my mom as an example.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make sure that she can do the things continually.
Yeah.
And I feel like CrossFit is going to benefit her so much. I'm just like, yes, come to the gym. She's like, oh, but I can't do those things. And sure enough, she did everything that I was.
Yep. That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate your time today. I know you did a class this morning and it's later in Newfoundland, so I appreciate your time. And I will look forward to probably meeting you in June. And take care. And thank you again so much for your time. Okay, don't go anywhere. Don't go. If you have any questions, topic suggestions, or stories you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to me through my website or connect with me on social media. Until next time, remember to prioritize your health, nurture your well-being, and spread positivity wherever you go. Take care, and I'll see you soon on the next episode of Bird Island Wellness Podcast.